What up guys, Commander here, and welcome to a new video inside of No Man's Sky. Now, I didn't actually plan on doing this video, even though I kind of did in a way. So essentially what's happened is that No Man's Sky has just released its Frontiers update, I think it is. No Man's Sky Frontiers, yeah, that's it. Where you can sort of control your own cities and you can build up your towns into a city and yada 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 like this, right? But now I've never been like, I haven't played all of the No Man's Sky updates, right? I've got it on my laptop, but it's basically just the type of game that unless a big update comes out, I just boot up the game for a bit, see what the update entails, and then just leave it, right? Because like they bring in like companions and wildlife that you can then use as your pets, or like living ships, which are so rare that you can't really find them anyway. And it's just like, what fun am I going to get out of that? Not really. Like, it's just going to be a case of just like boot up the game, maybe get a couple creatures as pets around my base and things like that, and then just be gone with the game and then just leave it. However, the Frontiers update has announced a settlements system, which I think is really cool. And I thought, you know what, give it a check out and see what happens. And so I thought, I've been playing it a bit. As you can see, I've got my own settlement and this lot. But I wanted to do sort of a video on it just to showcase it. And I thought, you know what, seeing as how I enjoyed myself in the VR last time, I thought I'd do an update video with myself again in VR, showing off the new features in No Man's Sky. So I thought, so that's where we are now. And I tell you what, I've really missed knowing what it's actually like in No Man's Sky VR, what it's actually like. Right, sorry about that little blip. I had to change a couple of settings because if you saw before when I was moving, there's a vignette over the screen. I just need to change that because it's annoying, both for me and for the actual recording. So now what I'm building here, now I've built over there, I think. It's over there somewhere. I think that's it. You can see the edge of it over there. Around by where my overseer's office is, a marketplace. But what we built here is a saloon. Hello, fella. What we've actually built here is a building is a saloon. Now this is the final fit, so I don't actually know what we need for this. We need 10 carbon nanotube, but this is going to be really interesting because I literally, I booted up the Frontiers update and I literally completely forgotten how to play this game. Like, it's, right, I obviously need carbon. Get my weapon. That's my weapon. Is the mining beam up there? Yes, nice. Right, let's, these are all carbon balls. I've got to be really careful on this planet because, there's sentinels everywhere, and this planet's got quite high sentinel activity, so I have got to be careful that I don't mind too much when they're nearby, otherwise they will come and attack me. Hello. Sorry, I'm literally just in the middle of in a manner of speaking, plowing some land. Starship of entity Southwark. Hello, fella. Starship occupied. Locate the pilot to begin trade. Oh, hello. Is this your ship, fella? Yeah, it is. Hello. Traveller seeks Korvax technology. I don't even think I have Korvax technology. The electronic life form presses a small button on the back of their neck. Then turns towards me. Their light's supposed to offer a trade. I don't think I haven't got much to trade with. Trade with you, fella. Oh, X stuff. X life support thing. Oh, good job I got lots of nanos, isn't it? I don't know, is X... Oh, banned Starship weapons upgrade. Ooh. This module is flexible. The exact characteristics are unknown and the installation is complete. Oh, I see. So X actually is unknown rather than known. Okay. I'll take a life support upgrade from you, fella. That'll be it. Can I sell you anything? I don't really have anything to trade with you, mate. Hey, you can have some geodes. Thank you. That's all. That'll be all. Please. Can I get out? How do I get out? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that's weird. That's never happened to me on a planet before. Maybe it belongs to the settlement, maybe. I don't know. No, I was just literally, I was in the middle of just mining out some of this carbon, and I got him coming. Literally just lands straight in front of me. It's like, hello, I've never had that happen before. So what I like about No Man's Sky is how more like alive it feels, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is that like, I remember when I first bought this game, my biggest complaint was that like, yes, you had wildlife roaming around the planets, but the game felt very like dead and desolate. Like, you go around all of these different planets, like hundreds upon hundreds. Like, from start to finish, you're playing No Man's Sky. Like, in the first 50 hours of you playing No Man's Sky, you go to about like at least 200 planets, and that's if you weren't doing it properly. You know, like in my first like I've been playing this actual save itself has been going for like 60 hours, I think, nearly. I've visited like thousands of planets at this point, just in their 60 hours, and up until just recently with these like settlements upgrades, it's like every single planet seems really dead. Like, you've got the wild animals, but as far as like intelligent sentient life, there doesn't really seem to be that much. And that was my biggest complaint with No Man's Sky, is that like it didn't have that sentience about it. And now that it does, you know, it feels really weird having like, you know, the only actual sentience you would get off of one of these planets is if you went to a trading outpost or finding an unknown building. You know, the rest of it, all the other NPCs would just sit in the space stations, right? Which is fine, because, you know, if they would need to sit, if, you know, you need to have life inside of your settlements, inside of your space stations, which is fine. But the problem is that like, if you've got nothing on your planet, the planets just get boring. And that's what bored me a lot with No Man's Sky originally. It's just like, you build your base and that, but you may as well just build your base, you know, do your base objectives and things like that, and you progress through the game with like your overseeing your weapons tech. But you may as well, as soon as you've got a spaceship and a space fleet, like mine's up here somewhere, wherever it is, up there, look. Right? That looks really weird as well. But that's my capital ship, right? But you may as well just build your base on your capital ship, and because you can do that, I did a video on it. You may as well just build your base on your capital ship and just roam around, not actually settle anywhere, because there's not actually anything worthwhile on the planets. The good thing about this settlement system, is that now people have actually got me especially, I've actually got a reason to stay on a planet now, because I've got a city and a town to build up. But whereas before, like, I'd have my base, yeah, fair enough. How long is that going to take to do? An hour, right, that's fine, no problem. You know, yes, I'd have my base, which is over, it's over there somewhere. It's on the other side of the planet. Even though it does say off-world, I think. Yeah, so it's up there. It does say off-planet, I think, but it is literally on the other side of the world. Is it? I can't remember. But, you know, beyond my base and exploring my base and building it up, and the little NPCs that stay at their stations in my base, there's nothing really in my base or on the planet that really make that much like difference. That's the market there. But there's nothing really on the planets that actually really like makes me want to like stay on them. You know what I'm saying? You know. But anyway, we've got a civilian dispute here that needs to be addressed. Right, so dispute resolution. So we've got analyst entity Sask, prize-winning animal companion, has recently passed away. They allege colonist Edili slipped poison into their creature pellets. It is noted that both parties have a series of recent off-world incursions, often at the same time. Neither will elaborate. Is colonist guilty? See, the thing is that, like, it's noted that both parties have a series of recent off-world excursions, which means that they've had troubles off-world. So are you making this crap up, or are you just being a pain like you normally are? Well, considering, like, setting you free is not going to help me or hinder me at all, finding you is going to give me 7 grand off of the settlement debt. So I'm going to do that. Yes. Oh, it's you that's a problem. Right, thank you. Sorry that that's actually had to come to that, but so yeah, I'm still like 500,000 units in debt. I wish I could put my own units into relieving this debt, but yeah, we're still quite. So that's the maintenance cost per day. That's the production. So we're about halfway to filling it. Hopefully, we're building the saloon, which will increase the happiness. Hopefully, they're working better. And what are you doing in my chair? That's my chair. Passing the time. Yeah, you are bloody passing the time in my office. Get out. I want you gone by the time I get back. If you're not, there will be trouble. Yeah, that's right. You better get up. God's sake, these bloody callbacks have literally got no manners whatsoever. Walk into my office, sit down on my chair, expect to be the overseer? No. Not plotting. Did he just say surprised at the overseer's death? Not plotting anything. Yeah, sure you're not, fella. But yeah, so that's a lot of the main bits about the settlements upgrade, really. Like, there's not really much else. There is other bits and bobs that, you know, there's a couple of new ships and that. I've actually managed to complete the Atlas quest. If you remember, at the end of my actual PC Let's Play on keyboard and mouse, not on VR, I mentioned that we're basically stuck. There's a bug that made me not be able to finish the campaign. I've managed to do it now. It's not worth me explaining what it is, because it's literally just dotting between Atlas stations and getting the heart of the sun. It's literally, there's nothing to it. It literally just ended really anticlimactically. So something that really, like I said at the start of the video, it's like, to you, this might not seem like much, but to me, I'm standing in front of a spaceship. Like, that's what my brain is telling me. You're standing in front of a spaceship. It's ridiculous. I don't know. And also, I chose this gunship not because of I call it a gunship, this fighter, because it looks like a UNSC Pelican. I'm not sure if you can see it like I can, but it looks like a Pelican. That's kind of half the reason why I chose it. I've got other ones in my my capital ship, but they're all broken. They don't work. But I was around in here. This looks like a very old abandoned thing. Because again, like, the marketplace, whether it is there, right? I thought there'd be a bit more activity in there. Like, I always assumed, and again, this is the thing. Like, this is the problem I have with No Man's Sky still. Like, however much I say that it has got better, this is still the problem that I face with this game. It's like the mechanics in No Man's Sky are brilliant. What they've done since the game's launch is insane. You know, it went from the game being like one of the worst reviewed games of that year it released to being one of the best games that people say they've played. You know, and Hello Games and Sean Murray have done a fantastic job. I'm not saying they haven't, but my biggest problem with this update and this game just in general is just, like, yes, you have got the AI wandering around, and yes, they do stop as if by, like, stations and terminals as if they're working on them. But there's just, like that bloke, that Corvax is doing over there. He's just stopped as if he's working on that terminal. But there's just a sudden lifelessness to this game still. Hey guys, right, I've just stopped this video. This is Editing Commander Prime here talking. I just want to come in and just say that I'm going to change the ending of this video a little bit. So, since recording this video, a couple of experimental versions of No Man's Sky have released on Steam. And I've been playing through them, and a couple of them, and they've addressed some really, like, big bugs in the latest Frontiers update. And I've been really good because it meant I'll be able to progress more. But the main thing about what I was talking about at the end of this video is not actually relevant anymore, because it's basically talking about the lifelessness of No Man's Sky. Now, since playing these experimental versions, they've kind of fixed that. So I want just to change this video and put some gameplay over the top. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be VR gameplay because I haven't got the time to boot up my VR and record it, and record No Man's Sky, me idling water in No Man's Sky before this video is supposed to go out. So I just wanted to come in and say, look, we've had some experimental versions come into play, and what it's done is it's added so much more life to the settlement. So you have got a trading terminal and a Corvax entity in the marketplace that you can trade with. So you've got a Galactic Trade Terminal which you can buy and sell things from, and you've also got an entity and an NPC there as well which you can buy components and blueprints off of. So just the marketplace itself has suddenly it's got a purpose now. And not only that, the saloon, which is what I also mentioned about in this video during the end as well, about like I made the point of like, you know, I'm going to build this saloon, there's going to be literally nobody behind the bar. It's going to be just an empty room. And as of currently in the non-experimental version of No Man's Sky, it's absolutely right. That bar is empty. However, with these experimental versions that I've been playing, it adds so much more life to the game and to these buildings. Not only that, it also adds other races. So you've also got the Gek and the Viking come down to the settlement and wander around and enjoy themselves as well. So while I did have a bit of a moan and a rant at the end of this video about how lifeless the game is, and as of the non-experimental versions of the game go, so what's currently being played vanillally and securely on Steam, so non-experimental versions, and also on consoles, my complaint about lifelessness in the game still stands. However, having played the experimental versions and knowing what's going to be coming out into the full game non-experimentally very soon, I want just to address that small point, because I know I'm going to release this video, and knowing my luck, by the time this video releases, they're going to release the experimental version into full known, so everybody can play this update with the game with all of the like activity and everything else. So I just wanted to get that straight. So pretty much I'm going to end the video here now, because the rest of the video is just me talking about about how lifeless the game is, and being my biggest complaint about the game as of currently. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more No Man's Sky VR stuff, do leave it in the comment section down below. I have got a couple other VR video ideas that I'm going to do as well as some other videos as well. So hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. And I shall see you all later. Bye.